And the Pennsylvania Senate race between Democrat John Fetterman and Republican Mehmet Oz has been a toss-up, with neither candidate holding a clear advantage. But our national correspondent, Logan Ratick, went to Braddock, Pennsylvania, the city that Fetterman governed as mayor for more than a decade, to find out why some of his former constituents are now his biggest critics. Logan.
Well, Katrina, good to see you. And I'm standing in one of the many abandoned factories here in Braddock, Pennsylvania. This is a former steel town. There are still steel plants here, but it was a much bigger steel town back in the 1920s with about 20,000 inhabitants. But it has declined ever since. John Fetterman was the mayor here for 13 years. And if you go around talking to people in Braddock, they have mixed opinions. Fetterman has used his time as mayor to really fuel his run for Senate, but it's been not only a help to him, but a detriment, according to residents here in Braddock.
He was able to form Braddock Redux, a nonprofit. They remodeled the Nye Page Center. He named it after a little girl that got killed. Her dad killed her and everything.
He stopped coming to meetings, stopped coming to council meetings, which he should have been at all council meetings to break a tie in case there was a tie, or if he had some input. He could put the input in, but he didn't do that. So what I've seen since he's been here, he got credit for everything. Everything that's happened in this community, he's got credit for. The people believe that all this has come about through John Fetterman, and it's not true.
Now, it should be noted that Fetterman, while he was mayor of Braddock, that position was a part-time position, not a full-time job. This town has less than 2,000 residents, and the median household income is just $22,000. So relatively low-income town here in Braddock. This is a suburb of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Now, there are many abandoned lots, abandoned buildings like churches and schools around town here. And Sharday Jones, who was appointed the mayor of Braddock after Fetterman became Pennsylvania's lieutenant governor, she told the local NPR affiliate, quote, "Someone said he rescued the community, and I was like, rescued, people still need jobs." Jones said she's never even had a conversation with Fetterman, who was her predecessor. Now, Jones's uncle and a local musician, Louis Berry, also says Braddock had a lot of problems before Fetterman became mayor. Quote, but it seemed like when he got here, Braddock became all about him and less about the community. And while Braddock is no longer known as the murder capital of Allegheny County, it is still certainly economically depressed. In fact, there's a tent on the main street here in town where people can go get electronic tablets using government assistance. And there were multiple people actually lined up outside those tents. They did not want to speak, but that is speaking to the economic conditions here in Braddock. At least 2 council members here in Braddock have also endorsed Fetterman. They did not respond to our requests for an interview today. But as Fetterman has gained allies, he's also gained enemies here, because as you've heard, even the former mayor of this town says that Fetterman liked to make things about himself. And Jones even said that when people would be murdered in Braddock, Fetterman would get their names tattooed on his arms, but he wasn't really there for them in the aftermath. So that's the feedback we've heard about John Fetterman here in Braddock. But also, Katrina, there were so many puff pieces over the last decade or so in national media about the resurgence of Braddock. But what we've seen on the ground, certainly no resurgence in a steel town that is still declining.
Yeah, Logan, really great report there. Thanks so much.